Jingle Bell, Batman smells, Robin laid an egg, the Batmobile broke a wheel, and those jokers are still watching. If you know, you know. Welcome to the Inner Circle Podcast.
Oh, Lord.
If you know, you know. I'm your host, Charlie, and my best girlfriend, Melanie.
Hello.
How are you? Repping our state. The Knicks won. For the people that don't know, another clap for that. When was the last time the Knicks won? It's been a while, right?
It's been a while, but the Knicks won. They won. It's not the series hasn't finished. They're still playing. What they won was this new like championship. Yeah, I gotta explain it to you because I mean, basically they won this new championship. Why am I forgetting what it is? They won against the Spurs, the Cup championship. They started this like 2 years ago, a little bit, 2 or 3 years ago, and it's basically to bring morale into watching basketball because if you notice, well, you don't notice, but anyone that watches sports and watches basketball is tedious. Like you're watching it. People talk shit about baseball. At least like baseball comes and goes fast. 92 days till the Yankees play again. But this was to bring like more excitement and also to give people not bench warmers, but like to give the whole team like an incentive and a bonus. So they got a bonus. Shout out to Kat, Carl
The Dominican guy, right?
What?
The Dominican guy?
Yes, he's Dominican from Jersey. He's the one that's dating Jordan, Kylie Jenner's old bestie. He's donating his money, the money that he got, to Dominican Republic.
I've seen that clip.
We love
that deserves. Hey, hold on, you don't gotta. Come on now. I seen that clip.
And Jalen Brunson is donating it to, well, not donating, but he's giving it to like the teams and like the staff, which is cool. That's a nice way to give back because these motherfuckers already make mad money. But yes, go Knicks. How are you, sweetie?
I'm well. Today it was a long day. It was a long day, and my dog's appointment at the vet, like, yo, I'm getting older, and it's like my patience is something I'm trying to work for, and I see where it's tested. And it's like, damn it, God, you're testing me, and like I'm getting older, and I should be like, huh. But like when you have an appointment, when they give you an appointment at a certain time, and then they don't call you or check whatever, like to like 40 minutes later, 30 minutes later, and don't give you a heads up, that's wild to me. And I'd be wanting to blow up, like, and be like, yo, what time was my appointment? But I was just breathing in.
Are there a lot of animals or whatever? Like,
I don't know if there's a lot of animals. The thing is, there's also drop-offs where people come in the morning and leave their animals all day. I can't do that to my dog. I'm sorry. I can't drop my dog off at like 7:30 in the morning and leave them caged up till I come back at whatever time, even if it's like 4 whatever. I can't do that to my dog. So that's that. So that's options out of the table. So I bring them for like, you know, where I'm going to stay there. But still, if your appointment is at 4 o'clock and they're not calling you in or whatever to 4:40, it's like rude. And they're not giving you like a, hey, you know, an update. Like, give me updates. I like communication. When I don't hear nothing, then I start getting agitated. You know what I'm saying? That's the person I am. Point blank, period. Even in just in my life with people that I love. Like, that's the person I am. Communicate. And I'm fine with that. But to not hear anything, you know, you start getting agitated, you want to get up, and my mind's like, you know, but all in all, after almost an hour and a half, all the most important thing that matters is that my dog is healthy. For a dog that's going on his 11th year this May, thank you, God. Everything's good. So yeah, and thank you for everyone who wished him well, and my grandmother, being a grandmother, praying for him.
Aww.
But Gizmo is well and here to slay another day. But how was your day? How was your weekend?
My weekend was good. I'm trying to think. What did I do? I don't remember. I don't even remember. But my weekend was good. Can't complain. I can't wait for these 2 weeks to pass. Like, is it how many days till like New Year's? I don't even know. I can't wait for this month to end already. The new year to come in. Christmas to be done. I'm glad I already got everything I needed for Christmas. I already gave everyone their gifts. I don't like to waste time. I like tell me what you want and I got you. But yeah, my weekend was good. How was yours?
Yeah, there's just been so much going on too. Like we have a jam-packed show. We have so much to get into. We had our first snowfall this weekend. That's what happened. We had our first snowfall in the city, anyways.
Yeah.
Where it accumulated. I seen little spring like flakes or thing like a few weeks ago, but nothing like what happened.
I woke up to the sounds of shoveling.
Cute. Listen, I was a little upset on Monday because the snow happened Saturday into Sunday. I get it, but Monday, where I had to go back to work, I woke up to the sounds of something like at 5 something in the morning. I knew it was 5 something in the morning because I had my alarm set up for like 6. When I have my person sleep over, I set up my alarm later because I know they're gonna walk Gizmo, so that's something less I got to do in the morning.
Yeah.
So, but when I'm by myself, I set up my alarm earlier because just, I take my time and I have my routine and I got to walk my dog. Sometimes my dog has a mind of his own and what he wants to do. So, I wake up earlier. So I knew they were shoveling mad early. So I woke up to the sounds of that Monday. But yeah, it's cute. Listen, I like snow to look at. It's beautiful when it's falling. It's and all that, and to look at, from my view and all that, it's cute. But being us New Yorkers, like we have to maneuver through this shit. We gotta walk through it, even if we're Uber queens, even if we drive.
It's only nice when it starts to like snowfall, and then once it's like already in the ground, it starts turning colors. Dogs start pooping and pissing, and like it gets ugly, and then the slushy. There's a block on Dykeman that is like so icy you can't even walk. People are like slipping and sliding. It's really bad.
Yeah. Yesterday I seen this kid, like this teenager, like kind of like do a slip and slide and save himself. And I happened to be walking by, and then he gives me that look, like that embarrassed, like I almost felt look. And I know that look. I'm like, I looked at him like, brother, I know that. I know the feeling. It is what it is. But we all go through it. We've all been there. But not to get somber, but there was a lot going on this weekend, very heavy. Definitely wanted to talk about this, being someone who lived in Rhode Island, and even you have ties to Rhode Island because you have family that lived there for a little bit.
Yeah.
I still have family that lived there. Close family. So this past weekend, I'm not Anderson Cooper, so I don't have the very detailed. We're not going to go through the very detail. I'm not going to go through the very detailed thing. But this past weekend at Brown University, which is a school on the east side of Providence, Rhode Island, they had an active shooter, and it claimed the lives of 2 people.
And I injured 9.
What was it, injured? Yes. I thought I saved the names.
I know the girl. I think her name is like Erin Cook. The guy's name is kind of hard to pronounce.
Yeah, but our condolences with that to people, and it's just a little wild. I never would have known. For me, like I was shocked. That area is where I went to school. My high school was literally on that side. I was around that area of Brown University like for 4 years of my life. I would go, I will leave school to go eat pizza at Antonio's. All the if you know, Brown University kids know, RISD kids know, Antonio's Pizza. Like it's very close. Rhode Island's very small, so Providence is very small. So I used to see Lily Sobieski. She's Google her if y'all don't know who she is. The Glass House. She was in that movie. She went to Brown University while I went was in high school, and I would see her all the time, like walking up that hill, Hope Street. So it was shocking. It was shocking, and I was like, wow, it hit close. And like I said, I have family there still. So they arrested someone, right? A person of interest, but I'm a little confused because I'm seeing newer posts shared, but in this day and age of so much fake news and how things are shared, that they're still looking for another person or looking for a person. So
what happened was they apprehended someone and they had them for questioning, but they released them.
The one that they caught in a hotel, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The one that they caught in a hotel, I think it was in Cranston. I'm not sure, but or was it Canopy, something like that. Anyway, they released them, and they don't have anyone right now. They're still looking, and they put out another video. There's like 2 or 3 videos. You see him walking before and during near the campus, and then after, and like he was doing like there's a lot of surveillance through Ring cameras, which I find to be insane because like I went to Fashion Institute of Technology. The security at a fashion school isn't as shouldn't. I mean, I don't want to say that it shouldn't, but like it was pretty top tier, top notch compared to an Ivy League school like Brown University.
Yeah, Brown University is one of the top schools.
It's an Ivy League school, and the fact that they didn't really have that much security, and also they don't even have that much surveillance, is crazy. But hopefully somebody knows who it is. I saw like he has a very distinct way of walking, like he kind of limps, I think, almost like the penguin. But they basically said it's a stocky person, 5'8", my height, and they're like, they walk kind of weird. But yeah, the fact that they don't have anyone, that person could be in a whole different state right now. They should have Rhode Island on lockdown. They really should.
Again, once again, our condolences to those 2 people and the people injured. Right around the holidays, it's just so crazy. Like it feels heavier when it's so close to the holidays. And something else that happened this week, ending into the week, the slaying of, I mean, known director Rob Reiner. I've heard the name before. I don't know him that much, but very famous director, known for movie like All in the Family, director stuff.
When Harry Met Sally.
Bride, How Harry Met, yeah, exactly. How Harry Met Sally, and basically killed at their Los Angeles home, right? Hollywood home. Him and his wife Michelle, and honestly, when I heard this, like out of nowhere, breaking news, I'm like, why does it feel like it's one of the kids? I thought that immediately before when I first read this report on TMZ, and literally then the next day the son is arrested. One of their kids is arrested for suspicions of I don't know if he's been charged, but then he was set bail as well, which is confusing. Like
I don't know, but Nick Reiner, that's his name. He's on suicide watch, apparently. He showed up in court today, and like they had like that suicide garb on him, like this blue like thing that they put on people so that they don't hurt themselves or hurt others. I think what's most fucked up about this whole situation is that this kid, he's not a kid, this man, because he's like 32, 33 years old. Mm-hmm. Not only was he acting like irrational and acting weird like days and hours before the whole
at
thing,
a party,
at a celebrity party, but like for his sister, the daughter, to find the parents, that is so fucking tragic.
In a state of already rigor mortis.
I heard, and this is allegedly, that the mom was still alive when she like opened the door and like saw them, but I don't know if that's true. But
both their throats were slit per TMZ. Like, yeah, so
that's terrible.
Yeah, it's graphic. And sorry, people, with like a disclaimer. Sorry, we should have given the disclaimer before, but Yeah, it's just so unfortunate. And I thought about the daughter too. I'm like the images. You know what I mean? I have relatability to this because I have family that like to find a dead person. It's something that's very hard for people. You know what I mean? And to you, that person, you will never know. And and now what for her for the daughter, like it's just all a sad situation all around. All around, it's
Yeah.
crazy, crazy, and it be your own. Like I told you, not to make light of it or sound funny or anything, but it'd be your own family because I had no idea that days before this Rob Brenner situation, there was another slaying of I forgot his name. I should actually no, I will pull it up because I
As
should.
opera singer, I think what was more distasteful in everything that's going on right now is
Oh, I
like
know what you're gonna say.
Trump's uh his response to everything and him saying like, listen, political views or not, that doesn't take away, this is like a family matter, and like that doesn't take away from who the person is. That's fucked up. Like he shouldn't have said that. Whether Rob Reiner liked or disliked Trump, he was a human being. And for the president of the United States, who has more important shit that he should be focusing on, to spread so much hate is disgusting and asinine.
As Justin Bieber will be doing it, as my fellow Pisces, I'm gonna have to do it. Clock it, and I'm so glad you brought that up because I had it written in my notes, but I wasn't gonna forget this tonight. Where is the selective outrage that most of you motherfuckers had when Charlie Kirk fucking got shot up and Jimmy Kimmel made a monologue? Let's put it like that, which was a monologue or thing, and we wanted to cancel Jimmy Kimmel. We wanted to like cancel anyone who was talking about Charlie Kirk and his political views. But now we have the president, president of the United States, the people who voted for him, saying such things about this slaying, such a horrific, not only one person, but like the wife as well.
Yeah.
For you to bring up because this person did not like me, it's such arrogance. It's so disgusting, and you are not a leader. I don't care where this will bookmark me for the rest of my life and me saying this, but this guy is not a leader. And part of my patience that I pray to God is not being a troll and going off online when I see certain shit and posts like this because it infuriates me, but I gotta calm myself down because like it's sick. It's sick. And it also makes me think
embarrassing as an American. Like you have the fucking leader of the free world talking like this and like saying things about a fellow American, fellow Americans too. Like I don't know. That shit is
pisses me off because then it makes me think of some people we know. Listen, who you want to vote for in your political views, I always respected that. But I think of some people who have fought so hard for this orange Cheeto and try to like bring up all these things to back up like they know everything. But let's talk character. That's what you still stand for. And I'm sorry, if you could still stand for someone like that, the way they're acting, then that says a lot about your character. And that's all.
Well, one thing that I am happy to see was that there's a lot of backlash. Like he's gotten a lot of backlash for his comments. Like a lot of MAGA people have been upset about.
Really? Because I don't see it on my timeline. I don't see the outrage that I see when Charlie Kirk and how it's thing. Maybe the way my phone's curating, who knows? But thank you for telling me.
Yeah, I've seen it, and like I've seen. I mean, it's not in my algorithm, and I hope to God it doesn't come up. But I've seen it on a lot of news outlets, and it's crazy because the same people that were so upset about the Charlie Kirk backlash and saying like, oh, you guys need, if you make fun or if you say that that's good for him, then you should get fired from your job too. Where's the same energy? It's hypocritical as fuck. Yeah. By the way, shout out to Vanity Fair for their latest article that they put out that they did like a spread and stuff on like the chief of staff and like they call them the junkyard dogs, like Trump's team. Those pictures are the most unflattering. Like Christopher, what's his name? Chris something, the guy that did it. that did the article and that took the pictures, yo, he's the MVP. Because the way that he made them all look crazy, yeah, the photographer was Christopher Anderson. He deserves a Nobel Peace Prize because that article, I read it today, and it exposes how his own camp don't fucking like him. They just go with whatever he says because they have no choice.
I'm sure. I believe it. But not to deviate to go back to the other slain, it was Grammy nominated opera singer Jubilant Sykes stabbed to death inside his home by his son. This was at this point 7, 8, 9 days ago. At this point, before 9 days ago from today, and 5 days before Rob Reiner and his wife.
You know what? Crazy. Having no kids is actually like looking pretty good to me right now.
Right? Me too. Same here. Like, listen, the most my dog is gonna do the size of my dog now. If I had a pit bull, maybe that would be different. But the most Gizmo's gonna do to me is nip at me or scratch me. So I ain't gotta worry. Like, I'm looking real good right now.
Yeah. The more that I see, the more evil that comes out in this world, the more it makes me not want to have children. Like, no.
Listen, but while we on the politics of it all, I don't know if you've heard or been seeing on your algorithm.
What?
I'm trying to be nice with. I was gonna say some false stuff, but let's just say Nicki Minaj, and her dipping into the politics, and talking about basically Governor Gavin
Newsom, yeah,
Newsom from California, and how he's pushing a transgender agenda, and how he's pushing having kids transition early, and basically insinuating that that's very pedophile and nasty.
The pot is calling the kettle black. You have a whole pedophile in your fucking home. You should be careful and watch your fucking son with 4 eyes. The fuck is she talking about? Listen, I'm not a Nicki Minaj. I'm not a Barb. I've always said it. I'm not a Barb. She does have some good songs that I'm like, you know what? They're cute bops when they come on. But her character and her personality makes me not want to even indulge by listening to her music. And the way that she loves to come at people, Gavin Newsom's camp, they didn't entertain it, but they kind of sort of entertained it because they posted a video of
Cardi B
campaign. No. Worse. They posted a song with the song Megan has about don't be mad at Megan, be mad at Megan's Law, which is a law about pedophiles and stuff. So he shut her ass up without she, I don't know what's wrong with her. People talk shit about Britney Spears being, not fully there.
I was going to ask you a question, but you go on.
Britney Spears is not hurting nobody. She's not going into like
Twitter,
going into topics that are controversial. Homegirl just want to dance in her fucking panties and just live her life. She's not doing anything stupid that's gonna make anyone feel like, oh my God, she's working towards removing rights. And what Nicki is doing is corny to me. And anyone that stands behind that blindly, you must hate yourself.
Listen, the thing that makes me mad when she does things like this, and even back then, back in the early 2000s, like the 2010, 11, 12, when she was like, "Oh, I believe, man," when the whole post thing happened. Oh, that was 16. And people were like, "Well, why isn't she commenting for her gay fans?" Blah blah blah. My thing is, and I know she.
What happened during the Pulse nightclub thing? She didn't
some people felt she didn't comment and come out. Like a lot of celebrities came out with condolences, and some people felt she didn't. And she basically, I'm gonna say allegedly because I'm not quoting it correctly. You never know.
Yeah.
Speaking of Megan, I know she just sued someone, a blogger who she won the case, and the blogger now can't pay her back. So I'm gonna say allegedly, because I'm not paraphrasing. Basically says she believes marriage is between a man and a woman.
Who said that?
Nicki Minaj in a tweet, because we still had Twitter back in 2016.
I don't remember that.
But yeah, so allegedly. So, I've always said, I don't know how her gay stands because she knows she has gay fans, like how her gay fans could stand behind the bullshit. Listen, I love music. I know how to separate music from someone's character. Like Christina Aguilera, I've always heard she's allegedly. I don't gotta say allegedly because pull up the Mary J. Blige and all those people, and I could name more celebrities. I said she's a bitch. She's a cunt. But I still like her music. She's still a great artist. There's a lot of people where I like their music, but I may not like their character.
Right.
Kanye West is one of those people. But her fans go so hard. The gay fans that I see go so hard for her. I'm like, this is what you're going hard for? She don't even like y'all. But allegedly,
I don't know how you deal.
Now I gotta say allegedly. Do you believe that there's some maybe mental illness, schizophrenia, as some people are alleging, and that they want to put her in a conservatorship, etc., allegedly?
I heard that as a joke, but to be honest with you, I don't want to. I think that everyone is pointing fingers at mental health nowadays. Like, oh, we have to excuse this person because of mental health. If that's the case, that is a HIPAA violation to even know that. But also, like, some people's behavior shouldn't be excused just for allegedly mental health. I don't think it's a mental health thing. I think she's doing it for clout. She's an angry, bitter woman. She always pops up out of the woodwork when other people are celebrating their accolades. I didn't hear about Nicki until Cardi B came out with her latest album. And that's when Nicki decided to come out and then come for the jugular. And like, listen, I still listen to Bad Boy records. I still listen to Diddy songs. I was listening to one of the songs from Dirty Money. But the difference between Nicki and like other celebrities who are known for, their personalities is that she has volatile behavior and she's always coming for things that have to do with a person. For example, I'm not defending Cardi because Cardi, like she's another one, but coming for Cardi's daughter and like making fun of her, but then expecting people not to make fun of her son, it's like you're a hypocrite. But I don't know. I don't want to say, oh, maybe it's mental health because at the end of the day, that's not even my business. She just shouldn't do that shit.
Stay out of politics, bitch. Just stay out of politics.
People being media trained, like back in the 2000s, people used to be media fucking trained. Like they were able to answer a question without answering the question that will leave the fucking reporter's head spinning. Now people just get on and talk their shit and think that there are no repercussions and that people are supposed to be okay with it. I get it. Cancel culture has made it even worse because now people want to be combative and like say what they want to say without being canceled. But at the end of the day, like, yo, that shit is not a good look. Make your fucking music, make your albums, make your money, and that's it. I don't want to hear you.
Yeah. Stay out of politics, girl. Don't go there. But speaking of another somewhat, depending who you ask, volatile Sagittarius, Trey Songz, and no hate towards Sagittarius because I know a lot of Sagittarius and I do love my Sagittarius. But Trey Songz, who happens to be a Sagittarius, was arrested once again in New York because he was arrested at a club who was shutting down, and I guess and also for allegedly causing damage when they were telling him that they were closing, etc., and breaking things. His lawyer came out, which is what I find funny because I don't follow Trey Songz like that. But obviously, as a reporter, a journalist. Hi, Portia. I keep up with the things and stuff. So I've heard throughout the years several arrests from Trey Songz because of allegedly him getting physical with someone. So when we hear this again in New York now, but his lawyer has the same sing song dance of my client is innocent, blah 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 blah. This is an attempt to think. It's like at what point do we take responsibility? Like, I'm sorry, but at this point, I believe he's an angry person, and he just gets angry and resorts to like swinging on people.
I don't have much to say about Trey Songz. I believe Keke Palmer. I think he's pitiful. And also, you are 41 years old. What are you doing at the club? If you had an appearance and like you had to perform, okay, cool. But if you're upset because they're closing and you wanted to still party, you're fucking pathetic.
Right. 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 Like, listen, go home now. Go fuck, do something. Like, right. But anywho, we're not gonna spend much that on that. It's just I found it hilarious. I'm like arrested again, and then again, the statement from the lawyer is like, heard it all before. Like, come on, it's like at least give a new spin, my guy, because it just sounded like a that repeat. But
Yeah.
before we move on to some more circle topics and things going on, let's lighten it up with a little game. In the spirit of Christmas, we're bringing a game back that we haven't played in a very long time. But we giving it a new spin. It's time for who's the biggest ho ho ho. Melly and I are gonna go back and forth in a series of questions and asking, and if we choose not to answer it, we are going to take a little sip of our cockies.
I have a shot of Screwball right here.
All right, so here we go. Well, my cards. Okay, so ladies first.
Okay. Damn, these are some nasty ass questions. Okay. Have you ever taken someone else's gum while making out?
I think I have by mistake or whatever, but yeah, I think it's happened. And then, or even the gum falling out. All right, my turn.
I'm just gonna drink.
Have you made a homemade porn with your partner?
Define porn. I mean, have
your turn.
My turn? Okay. Yeah. Have you ever injured yourself while having an orgasm?
No.
Have you ever had a Charlie horse during sex?
Oh my God, yes. During whether it's foreplay or even I have. Have you ever had a nooner? No. Yeah, because I think I know the answer to this. I hope. Have you ever had a nooner with a coworker at any previous jobs?
like more than 15 years ago, sure. Yeah.
Really?
Wait.
I thought it was gonna be no.
Really? Wait, are we the person I dated?
The way I'm taking
read the question again.
Like, have you ever had a nooner with a coworker? The way I'm asking it and perceiving it is like during work. Like
like
at lunch.
At work?
During lunch.
No, actually, I don't think so.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, wait a minute, who, what, where, why, when?
Oh, I mean, I thought you meant like just in general, not at actual.
No. Like during lunch break.
No.
Okay.
Even though people used to.
I had to clarify. I'm like, wait a minute. Go ahead. My turn.
Good child. Putting myself out there.
Right?
This is terrible. Have you ever engaged in oral sex with someone who had not bathed in many days?
No, absolutely not.
That's gross.
Absolutely not. And if I smell any Funko going near there, it would be like
I'd be like, babe, let's take a shower.
Even with a regular hookup, like if I'm gonna go or a random hookup, if I go near and it smells funky, like that's not happening. All right, your turn. I know that's no, so I'm not gonna ask that. Have you had a one night stand?
You know, I've always wanted to try it, but they always come back. So no. That you can think of. No.
I don't know. I don't think so either.
They always come back.
Hi, Samantha Mumbo. I always come back to your love. You know that song? No. Come on now. You didn't fuck with Samantha.
I love Samantha Mumbo, but I didn't know that song.
Always come back to your love?
No.
Oh, I'll send it to you.
Okay.
One more.
Have you lied about having sex with someone? I did. Yes. Because it didn't even feel. I have in the past. Yes. Because I was like, for this, I need my count back. And like, I didn't consider it to be sex.
I didn't even have to drink, but I'll drink now.
Ugh, I don't know.
Yeah.
What was your reasoning?
It's been, I haven't lied a lot, but it's been a few times of some people I've denied for different reasons.
I'll tell you my reason.
But
I didn't think it was, I technically didn't feel like it was sex because it was too small. Like there was no.
You didn't feel it?
There was no penetration. There was none.
Oh, damn. Like, and I've said this too. Like, listen, there's some, I don't want to call it small pieces, but you know, some pieces that are not as thing that I've encountered, and you can still feel is. I've always said it's what you do and how you move.
Right, exactly. But no, I want my lick back.
Oh wow! Oh, that's horrible. Because I do want to give it to the small committee, or the smaller one in the smaller endowed committee. And is that making fun?
And
I've given people.
Know, I have exes that joke around and say that I'm a size queen, but I don't want to put anyone out there. Just think of the size of your thumb. That's small.
No thickness? No. Not a little bit of girth?
No.
Not even a Twix feel?
Nah. So that's why I'm like, I don't count you. You're not on my little black book.
Oh Lord. But you know who
it's almost like lesbian scissoring.
Oh damn. Now you know how it is to be a lesbian. There you go. You had your lesbian experience. Speaking of lesbian experience, and I haven't watched the whole episode of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City last night's or this week's newest episode, but I know Heather made what some people are getting offended about. The ignorant comment of, I guess Whitney and someone else made out, and she was like, "Am I the only?" What's the exact word she used? Am I the only basically pure one or that has manners or thing that's never made out with a woman? Basically saying like thing. And I read the comments and people are posting and stuff. Some people are mad, but we are speaking of Heather because she's, in my opinion, getting very annoying, especially this season. But we are speaking of the MVP, and she got her first seat on her second season, Bronwyn. Last week, shortly after our episode that we taped last week, it was announced that Bronwyn and her husband, Todd, are separating. It's not getting a divorce. They are separating is the terms that they're using per People magazine. Now, if I got to say, I seen this coming. That's very sincere of me. But it's not only me because I love when I listen to the other podcasts that I hear when I hear other people talk and say things. And I'm like, wow, that's what I was thinking. Shout out to Carlos King and even Monica Garcia, who does the recap with him for Salt Lake City. They kind of called it, more specifically, Carlos King. Monica agreed, but Carlos King seen this and kind of called it. And I kind of seen it too. I literally kind of seen it since last year after the season wrapped, and the way he treats her and the way and just
The
the
way he
dynamics.
speaks is so disrespectful.
Listen, the dynamics, I'm like, this bitch is just setting herself up to be able to leave him.
Yeah.
What did you think? I felt it in my bones. Listen, Bronwyn's young, and we don't want to assume or anything. Bronwyn's young. She's still in her 30s, like us, or like some of us after 2 months, three or whatever, 2 more months that I have in my 30s. Todd is, how old is Todd?
Like pushing 70.
Yeah. And listen, they were together, married 9 years, together a long time. Like he basically raised Bronwyn's daughter, who's now 18, I believe. So I believe they've been together for a while. But are you surprised? Were you shocked? Did you see this coming?
You know, the Real Housewives franchises have a good way of, they don't paint the picture, they don't do editing, they do edit, but you can't blame it on the edit. You got to see the behavior, and like the camera doesn't lie. I saw the way that he would talk to her like she was a fucking child. And I think he has grown kids. I'm not even sure. I found it distasteful. And also, like, there were scenes whenever, I ain't even gonna lie, when there were scenes of both of them, I would fast forward it because the way he spoke to her was very like belittling sometimes, or also made her feel like she couldn't really express herself. And that's why she expresses herself with her clothing. Them separating, I mean, if that's what they want to do, then that's what they should do. I knew it wasn't going to work out when that whole story came out that he was like looking at
On
other
the train?
naked women on a plane or whatever, pictures of a naked woman. Um, and she offered to open the relationship. She's like, I don't want to divorce you. I don't want to break up. Do you think that you want to like explore someone else? And for a woman to say that, that's basically her trying to like stay, but also like do something that's gonna help her and him at the same time.
Listen, and also it's very obvious too. He is not a fan of the show
He's not.
or having to be on Front Street. He's a businessman of a made business. He has his money. Like he's a businessman, a high up there businessman, not just a regular businessman, a multi-million businessman. They have no prenup.
Smart.
Girl, I'm loving it for you, girl. I'm loving it for you. They have no prenup. And listen, I love this for Bronwyn, to be honest. I love it for Bronwyn. Um, Girl smart. I give her that. The girl smart. She's a Virgo after all. And she set herself up. She set herself up. And I love that she's doing separation, not divorce. That gives more storytelling and more, maybe I want to leave him, maybe I don't. And more time on the show.
Yeah.
More time on the show means more moolah.
Can we divert and talk about Beverly Hills for 2 seconds? I'm not liking the format of the Beverly Hills franchise. I'm not liking this whole fake. It's giving fake like the Kardashians when they're like walking out of stores, walking in slow motion, like all this shit, and like walking in Beverly Hills. I don't like it. It seems very fake, very fucking boring. And I tried to get into it. They're still bringing up Garcelle like they have nothing better to talk about.
Right, that part.
Sutton being a housewife makes no fucking sense. She needs to go. She doesn't have a storyline. She's boring as fuck. Rachel Zoe being on, I love Rachel Zoe. I've always loved her. Her coming on, I think it's elevating the show because it's actually showing people that are of stature in California. But I don't like the whole format. Like production is doing too fucking much, and they're like taking inspiration from the Kardashians. It's corny.
I've been watching Beverly Hills. I've been watching it, and I do agree with the first episode. Like the power of Garcelle, that like she's still a main thing, and she's not even on the show, main topic. And last week I watched the second episode. I do like the new girl, Amanda. She's a Virgo as well. I thought she was giving. I wonder what her moon and rising are, because at first she was giving a little water signish, but I looked her up and she's a Virgo. I like her so far. Listen, I'm gonna let the season play out, but yeah, I've always felt Beverly Hills was very fake-ish. You know what I mean? And honestly, out of all the franchises, I mean, Salt Lake City, I got into Beverly Hills more last because I felt like Beverly Hills was like kind of like OC, like those girls. I don't want to put labels, but you know what? If you know, you know. So like I got into Beverly Hills was one of those last ones that I got into because like it gave those girls like OC.
It's so funny to me. And listen, I don't want to knock on California, but like we went to Beverly Hills. I was not impressed. I'm not. Maybe I'm so accustomed to Fifth Avenue and Madison Avenue that like I don't consider Wilshire Boulevard and like Beverly Hills to be that poppin'. Like you guys, there's a strip, and like right before the strip is the hood. Right after the strip is the hood. Like that shit is corny to me. And I will say, Bozema St. John, my Aquarius sister, she's she brings like the humor. I like her daughter. I like her relationship with her new fiance and stuff, but I don't like that she's the only Black person. I don't like that her and Erica, they kind of give Mean Girl energy in a sense, and a little bit
when they're together,
when they're together. But it's like I don't know. I'm not really
her and Dorit too. I guess when she gets around cancers, she just gets extra Mean Girlish. I like Bose too. I really do. I really do like Bose, but
yeah.
And I love for her. I told you this a while ago. I love her success as a Black woman and what she's done. But last season, the way she came in and, in my opinion, tried to fit in and with the people she footed in says a lot, because I would think you would travel. And it's not always to say like all Spanish people should gravitate to Spanish people. All Black people should gravitate to Black people. It's not to say that, but I expected a little more from both.
I could understand where you're coming from, because I felt like maybe her and Garcelle would like hit it off. But I will say Garcelle, what sign is Garcelle? Capricorn? Sagittarius. Garcelle is kind of like she has a rough exterior at the beginning. And also, her and Sutton were like two fucking like a house on fire. They were always together. Being around Sutton is kind of annoying. So automatically, I'm gonna assume, all right, if you're besties with Sutton, you must be just like her. I don't think that Garcelle put herself in an independent light enough for other people to like want to enjoy her presence.
And that's why she's not friends with Sutton, because the way she felt she had Sutton's back, Sutton didn't have for her. But moving on, we'll see how the season unfolds. We'll see. This week is episode 3. But to finish off the Bronwyn and separating Todd of it all, isn't it hilarious how it comes? I'm telling you, it comes in threes. I love the number 3. Todd's, listen, don't please going into 2026. If you're thinking of naming your child Todd, I will divert and pivot from that. Because you don't want to go with Todd. Because, hear me out. Alexia Napola divorced from a Todd. Candy Burris wants to be done and divorced from a Todd. And here's my good sis, Bronwyn, separating from a Todd.
First it was the Johns, and now it's the
Todds. Bye-bye, Todd. And with that being said, I want to end it with a quick little game, and I'm putting you on the spot. Last week I put you on the spot with, is it a Britney song? This week, because you just freshly came back from Puerto Rico, I'm putting you on the spot of, do you know that Puerto Rican slang? I'm going to go through a list of Puerto Rican slangs, and you are going to tell me the definition. And it doesn't have to be exactly of the definition of what I have in front of me, but close enough. If you are, you will receive a plaque, which means you're win or close. And if you're not, you will receive a You're wrong.
Oh gosh. All
okay,
right.
are you ready?
Yes.
Take a sip of my coffee. Quench my throat, wet my throat.
And excuse me if I don't know all the slang because I am not Puerto Rican. So go ahead.
She's been to Puerto Rico more times than her own country. And
I'm Puerto Rican by
go ahead, say it. I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to go there, but go ahead. No, I'm just kidding. Don't say it. All right, first up.
Let's just say I have an affinity for Puerto Rican men.
You and my man. First, Boricua.
Boricua means a person of Borinquen, of Puerto Rican descent.
Next, piquete.
Can I get like?
Let me use it in a sentence. Acho, mami, tú tienes piquete.
Is it a negative thing or a positive thing?
It's a positive. I'll give you another clue. It's a positive thing.
Okay. Piquete, swag, style.
Are you Googling?
No, I'm not.
I want your hands up. You're under arrest. Revolu.
Revolu is such a Latin word because Dominicans say it too. Revolu is like a mess. Reguero.
Yep. Chaos. Ay bendito.
Oh my gosh. Oh Lord. That's an expression.
It does express.
It's an expression. Feelings like annoyed, satisfied, happiness. You could use it in many ways. You could say
not annoyed, but I guess
yeah, you can.
Annoyed, but here I have you use joy, happy, surprise,
anger, or frustration.
Yeah. Okay, next up, algarete. Let me give it to you in a sentence. Esta noche va a estar algarete.
I feel like I've heard this word in so many Hector el Father songs. Like it's gonna be. Is that is it like the equivalent of the Dominican expression rulay? Like you're gonna be lit?
Yeah, out of country, yeah. All right, next up, bochinche.
Gossip. What a lot of people be doing about us.
And still watching. Keep watching. Feels like the crowd is saying.
Give me more.
Britney Spears, I love you. Mame.
Mame.
No sea tan mame.
Mame.
Ay, cabrón, te está portando bien, mame.
So, in Spanish, mame. What?
No, I'm wrong. I said it wrong. Honestly, I wouldn't have really known this one because I really don't use this one. But
mame is like a fruit.
All right, let me give it to you. Easy peasy. I didn't even know that. I read that one wrong. But I don't even hardly use mame, so that was a hard one. But this one, you should know. Acho.
Acho means like damn, bro. Like, I'm trying to find the equivalent in DR. I literally had this conversation with my uncle the other day because he kept
with one of the other words you used, you said it was more of an expression, right? So this is an expression of like
being like yo, or like saying like coño, or like damn.
Expression of emotion or
damn.
Expression of emphasis, emotion. All right. 3 more. Duro.
Like something is like hard, like
but it's skilled or excellent, like hard, like eso está duro, or tu flow está duro, tu vestido está duro. Bregar
is like él está bregando con ella, like dealing with someone.
Yep. And last but not least, diantre.
Diantre means like shit, like damn, like
That is right here. Damn it, like damn it, or wow. It could be an expression of surprise, frustration, or disbelief. You didn't do so bad.
I would like to
thank Puerto Ricans around
I would like to thank all the reggaetoneros and all the salseros and all the Puerto Ricans that have came and left and been in my life.
And with that being said, we want to thank you guys so much for another Algarete episode. Make sure to follow, like, subscribe, share, rate, all those good stuff. Follow us on subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok. We see you guys next week with our very special Christmas Eve episode. Adios.
Thank you for watching. Make sure to follow, like, share, subscribe, everything the Inner Circle Podcast. You catch us everywhere.